Good morning everyone. Welcome to this video of class 6 science. First of all, I would like to give you some instructions regarding this COVID-19. So, wear mask and follow physical distancing and maintain health hygiene. So, students, you have to wear mask properly whenever you go outside from your home and stay at least 6 feet away from others. So, you have to follow this physical distancing. You have to maintain a distance of 6 feet from others, and wash your hands frequently, always with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. And one more thing that is really very important, do not touch your face. Face means your nose, your mouth and your eyes. And do not share your food or drink with others. So if you will follow these instructions, so you will prevent yourself and others also from this COVID-19. Okay. Now, in the last video we were discussing about the uh, chapter number 11, that is light, shadow and reflection. And in that video we have discussed about the reflection of light and uh, objects on the basis of emission of light and reflection of light. Now today we are going to discuss about the shadow and pinhole camera. So let's start with shadow. A shadow is a region of absence of light. So a shadow is that region where the light is absent, or there is or the region where there is no light, and light from a source is cut off by an obstacle and a shadow is formed. When a light is cut off by any opaque object, so the shadow is formed. By now you know that the light travels in a straight line. You all know that light travels in a straight line, and you also know that light cannot pass through opaque objects. Light can pass through a translucent object, transparent object, but it cannot pass through opaque object. So when light is stopped by an opaque object, so a dark area called shadow is formed. I'll explain you this with the help of this diagram. See, this is a light source, this is a opaque object, and this is shadow. So when the light falls on any opaque object, so opaque object doesn't allow the light to pass through it, and this opaque object blocks this path of light, and due to this blockage the shadow is formed. So in order to form a shadow we need opaque objects only. Okay. And there, what are the characteristics of a shadow? There are three things are required for the formation of shadow. First is a light source, second is opaque object, and third is an opaque screen or surface where the shadow is to be formed. So there are three things are required. This is a light source, this is opaque object, and this is a surface where the shadow is formed. So three things are required in order to make a shadow. Position of a shadow. So when the light falls on any opaque object, the shadow is formed on the screen. Next is the shape of a shadow. The shape of a shadow depends on the angle in which the light falls on it, or the shape of the part of the object that blocks the path of the light. So the shape of a shadow depends on two things. First is the angle in which the light falls. See in these diagram. And second thing is the shape of the part of the object. So shape of that object which blocks the path of light. So it depends on the two things. That is why due to these different angles, the shape in all three diagrams are different. The shapes of the shadow in all three diagrams are different due to different angles in which light falls on it. Okay, so this is the shape of a shadow. Now the next is the size of a shadow. The size of a shadow is long when the light source is placed along the length of the object, and it is short when the light source is placed along the width of the object. When the light source is placed along the length, like here and here, so the shadow is long, and when the light source is placed along the width of the object, so it is short, like here. You must have seen that the length of your shadow on the ground keeps changing at different times of the day. Our shadow always changes with different times of the day. Why? In the morning and evening, the sun is positioned quite low in the sky, and your shadow is long. When the sun is placed overhead in the afternoon, your shadow becomes short. So in the morning and evening, the sun is positioned quite low in the sky, that is why the shadow is long. And when the sun is placed overhead in the afternoon, so the shadow becomes short. So the size of a shadow depends on the length and the width of the object. Now, the size of a shadow decreases when the object is moved towards the screen. When the object is moved towards the screen, so the size of the shadow decreases, and the size of the shadow increases when the object is moved towards the light source. When the object is moved towards the light source, so the size of the shadow increases, and when the object is moved towards the screen, so the size of the shadow decreases. Next is types of shadow. There are two types of shadow. The kinds or the types of shadow depends upon the size of the source of the light. Due to a smaller light source, only one dark shadow is formed, and this is known as umbra. So this is a light source, and due to the smaller size of the light source, only this dark shadow is formed, and this dark shadow is known as umbra. And due to the larger extended light source, two shadows are formed, a dark one in the center like this, and a dark one in the center, and a light one outside, dark shadow. So this dark one is known as umbra, and this light one is known as penumbra. So there are two types of shadow. One is umbra, another is penumbra. Due to smaller light source, one dark shadow is formed, and due to larger light source, two shadows are formed. What is the color of the shadow? Whatever be the color of the opaque object, it doesn't matter that what is the color of the opaque object. Whatever be the color, the shadow formed is always of the same color, that is black. The shadow formed is always of black color. Now the next is pinhole camera. A pinhole camera is a device which is used to see the images of bright lit object, brightly shining objects like the sun, candle, etc. Lit means shining objects. So a pinhole camera is a camera with a hole but without a lens. A pinhole camera has a hole but it doesn't have any lens, and it is a device which is used to see the images of brightly lit objects. So it contains a hole, but it doesn't have any lens. And what is the principle of this camera? This pinhole camera works on the principle that light travels in a straight line. So the principle of pinhole camera is it is based on the principle that light travels in a straight line. And what is the working of this pinhole camera? When the pinhole of the camera is turned towards the bright object, a real inverted image of the object is formed on the screen. You can see here when this pinhole of the camera is turned towards the bright object, so a real inverted image, this is a real inverted image of the object, is formed on the screen. Inverted means opposite image. Now the nature has provided you a large number of pinhole camera. There are a large number of pinhole camera present in our nature. You have to simply stand under a tree. Whenever we stand under a dense tree on a sunny day and watch the round patches of the light on the ground. On a sunny day, whenever we stand under a dense tree, so you can see the patches like here. You can see here. These are the patches of light, round patches of light on the ground. You can see anywhere under a dense tree on a sunny day. And these round patches are the images of the sun. These round patches are the images of the sun. And the gap between the leaves act as the pinhole. So whenever you stand under a dense tree on a sunny day, so the patches of light which you can see on the ground are the images of the sun, and the gap between these patches leaves, these patches between the leaves act as a pinhole. So this is the working of a pinhole camera. Now there are certain advantages and disadvantages of pinhole camera also. The advantages are no focusing is required. In pinhole camera, there is no focusing is required because there is no lens. Only a pinhole is present. There is no lens in the pinhole camera, therefore the image is free from the spherical and chromatic aberrations. So there is no lens in the pinhole camera, so the images is free from the spherical and chromatic aberration. So there is no color boundation and no shape boundation in pinhole camera. And there are some disadvantages also. The image form does not give any details. The images formed by the pinhole camera doesn't give any detail. Pinhole camera cannot be used for studying moving object, and pinhole camera doesn't work for moving object. It can work only for the constant or stable objects. Okay, so these two are the disadvantages, that the image form doesn't give any detail and the pinhole camera cannot be used for studying moving objects. Now the next is the difference between the image and shadow. So images show all the details of the object. Whenever you take the image or picture of any object, so it gives you all the details of that object. And a shadow, it is a dark outline formed behind an opaque body. It is a dark line like outline which is formed behind the opaque body, and it doesn't give any detail. Image is not misleading. Image never mislead, but the shadow of the object can be mislead. That we can make the different shadows with our hands also. so a shadow of the object can mislead. Image may be upright or inverted. Image may be formed upright or inverted, but shadows are not inverted. Shadows are always upright. Image is formed due to reflection or refraction of light, and shadows are formed when light falls on the opaque object or body. So the images are formed due to the reflection of light and refraction of light, but the shadows are formed when the light falls on the opaque body, and these opaque body block the path of the light. So I hope you have understood this topic very well. Thank you, and see you in the next video.